As soon as the film begins, we see a farmer who was relaxing near his fields at night. Suddenly, he started hearing strange noises from nearby. He noticed that his dog was not with him. He went ahead to check, and he saw that something strange was biting his dog. He got scared because he had never seen such a big animal before. To scare the animal, he started screaming loudly. Instead of running away, the animal got angry and broke all the fences around him. The fence wrapped around the man's leg, and the man started to feel a lot of pain. With great difficulty, he freed himself from the fence and slowly moved forward. Before he could get out of here, he was bitten by someone behind him. Scared, he turned around and saw that scary animal with its blood-stained face. He got scared and dragged the animal into the darkness, and then killed it. Now the scene ends, and we see a couple who had come to the jungle for camping. When the boy goes out of the camp to do something, after a while, his wife hears the boy screaming. At first, she thought that her husband was pranking her. But as the seconds passed, the voice became more and more scary. And in the sounds of her husband's screams, she also heard the sounds of something scratching. Scared, the girl opens her little gap, and suddenly her husband's torn body falls into her lap. Seeing this, her heart broke and she vomited. She couldn't understand what had happened to her and what she should do now. Before anyone could make a plan to run away from here, that carnivore, that big animal with its blood-stained face, attacks her and kills her too. The sound of her screaming and the animal's growling was heard by two men who had come to the jungle for camping. These people now come close to these camps to check that thing. When they come closer, they see a very big boar, that is, a very big pig. The man thought that he was hallucinating. Such a big pig that he had never seen before. He says to his friend, "I think I'm a little drunk because I see a giant pig there." Hearing this, his other friend takes his shotgun from his hand, and seeing this, he confirms to his friend that there is a giant pig, that is, a boar. As soon as he shot the pig to hit it, he missed his shot because his eyesight was weak. And the next time he saw it, the pig was not even out. After the pig left, these people also go to the tank where they saw that a couple's dead body was lying there, whose condition was the same as that of the pig. And both of them were now dead. Looking at the rest of the stuff here, Ken thinks that there must be 4 people here, and the other 2 must have run away. He says to his friend Blue, "You go and get help from the boar. I stay here and look for the rest of the survivors." On the way back to the town, Blue was now hearing a strange voice from his aid gate. As soon as he looked back in fear, he was now being bitten by that big pig with his greedy, selfish eyes. This man realized that he would not survive now. That's why he stops there instead of running in tension. And that pig suddenly attacks him and kills him. Now in the same jungle, we see another couple about whom Ken had guessed that there should be another couple here. These 2 were trying to entertain each other by telling scary stories. But then their stories turned into reality when they heard the sound of someone coming close to them. When the husband went a little further to check, he did not see anything. But as soon as he turned back, he saw that the same big pig had attacked his wife. Now, after attacking the girl, the big pig stabs the girl in the back and picks her up in the air. And this scene was so creepy that the viewer, his husband, was also scared. It was seen that he could not walk properly, but still he tried to run away from here. But his attempt failed because the pig suddenly attacks his mouth and separates his neck from his body. And in the same way, this couple is also killed. Ken, who had reached here in search of this couple, when he saw that both of them had died, he was very sad because he hoped that he would save the lives of another couple. During all this, he also becomes a big snake in front of Ken. The horn was dripping from his mouth, which belonged to the same people who had been killed by this pig. Before he kills Ken too, Ken shows him his knife. And the scene is cut from here, and we're shown the scene of the next morning, where a man is walking towards this jungle with his van. While walking, suddenly his car, the same pig, picks it up from its teeth and flips it. And so he had a very bad accident. The sound of this car accident spread far, and we saw that whoever was in this car, his sister's family, had gone to camp nearby. And they found out that it must have been an accident of his brother's car. The man's name was Bernie. Now that girl sends her husband and her son-in-law to get news of her brother. It can be seen that Bernie was not hurt much, but his car was in a very bad condition, and he could see some hair behind his car. This clearly meant that an animal had attacked his car. He was trying to get out of this house, but his door was badly closed, so he struggles to open his car. Bernie was very angry. He takes out his weapon from his car and unloads it so that he can kill the animal that had hit his car. Here, the 2 girls who were coming to find Bernie, suddenly that pig came in front of them. Instead of being afraid, They both start looking at the pig in surprise. Suddenly, the boy notices that the big pig has blood in his eyes, which means he can harm them at any time. Fearing that, the boy throws his father-in-law towards the pig and runs away from there. And the pig mercilessly takes the head of the man in its mouth. His head is separated from his body. Looking at Bernie from a distance, he had seen all this with his own eyes. He had also seen the pig and quickly aims at the pig, and the bullet hits the pig. Now, the boy who had thrown his father-in-law in the mud and ran away from there. From a distance, he shouts at his fiancée and his mom, run away from here. There is danger here." But no one believes him. The girl asks him about her dad. The boy tells her that a very big boy has attacked him and he is dead. But here, both of them were laughing because they thought that the boy was joking. But the next second, their question changed because the pig comes running and grabs the boy in its mouth and runs away from there. And the boy is killed in his mouth. This scene was so dangerous that these people went crazy. The girl was very upset to see her fiancés devour. Her mom tries to take her away from here. But when she doesn't go, at the right time, Bernie comes here and takes them away from here. There was very little time. To save his life, Bernie thought of an idea. In crossing the river, he decided to go to the other side of the field, where the town was a little closer to the other side. But he knew that it would be night by the time he reached the town. These people keep running to save their lives. Bernie thought that the boy, that is, the big pig, must be afraid of water. But he didn't know how bloodthirsty this pig was. And in the darkness of the night, he finds them again, where once again, seeing him unexpectedly, all of them lose their lives. And the boy attacks one of their companions and devours him. He was dead, but he got a chance to run away. Bernie's sister was completely broken by her son's devour. But Bernie forces her to run away. And here their fate changes. Nearby, they find a wooden shelter in which these people go and devour a little piece. Here, Bernie's sister and his daughter were both broken because until now, they had lost their 3 special people on this trip. When Bernie comes close to support his sister starts blaming him that all this happened because of you. Despite making so much body, you couldn't save your niece. You are a coward. Then this crying went on for a while. But then the tiredness of the whole day put them to sleep. After a while, their eyes opened again. Because the cold had increased a lot, Bernie decides to bring some wood from outside to give them peace. By burning it, they could improve the temperature here. But as soon as Bernie opened the door, that boar was probably waiting for Bernie to open the door and come in. That boar suddenly breaks the whole door and comes inside their cabin. But this time, Bernie was already very angry at this boar. He was very guilty because his niece had died while he was there. He takes out all this anger on this boar, and bravely taking out his knife, he stabs the neck of the boar many times. But this attack did not do much to the boar. At this time, Bernie's sister and his daughter also came out and followed Bernie. Bernie told them to run away from here. "I will stop the boar behind you." As soon as they hear this, they both run away from here. And Bernie attacks the boar again. But this time, this boar had also collected all his anger again, because this time he had thrown away Bernie with his teeth. Because of this attack, Bernie's knife was also lost. And now he had no weapon to fight this boar. Bernie does not have the courage and gets up and punches the boar hard. In response, the boar picks him up and throws him inside the cabin, which was already hidden inside the small cabin. Now the boar had come up to him and was about to kill him. But here, Bernie, with all his strength, cleverly came out from under him. He tries to get rid of this boar by hitting the boar with everything in this cabin. This attack also affects him a little, and the boar comes out of the cabin. Now Bernie wanted to end this boar's story. That's why he picks up an iron thing here. And as soon as he moves forward to kill the boar, it's his bad luck that his foot slipped and he fell right under the boar. Now where was the boar going to leave him? He puts his claw, his foot, on top of Bernie and injures him badly. After that, what he did with Bernie is not shown. But the scene cut shows us that Bernie's sister and his daughter were very scared. They were suffering from hunger and cold. These people decide that now these people will set fire, because if they get away from the monster, it will kill them in the cold. They light the fire, but after a while, the monster also comes in front of them, which was attracted by the fire. These people got scared. They didn't even understand what to do to get away from the monster. These people try to scare the monster with the small torch in their hands. But none of this has any effect on him. And here he grabs Bernie's sister's leg. Before the boar could kill them both, a bright light from afar blinds their eyes. The boar also looks at the same light, and that light quickly hits the boar. We learn that it was a car that hit the boar to save the lives of these girls. This girl's name was Sasha, who was the daughter of the old man shown at the beginning of the movie, and she came here to find her dad. It is seen that the boar was not able to stand up. Because of this attack, many of his bones were broken, but he was still alive. Then Bernie's sister takes out a gun from Sasha's car to avenge the devourer of her family members, and she starts firing at him. But this boar is not dead yet. Then her daughter takes a gun from her hand and aims it at the boar's eye. After that, we saw that the boar had fallen. He stopped moving. Maybe he's dead. These people couldn't take any more risks. Quickly, these people sit in Sasha's car and try to get out of this place. On the way, they see Bernie, about whom everyone thought he was dead, but he was very injured. These people get out of here thinking that they killed the boar, and now the danger is gone. But it wasn't easy, because 2 living boars were still watching them go through the jungle. And what was going to happen to them next? With this mystery, this movie ends here. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this movie and what other movies or documentaries you want me to review next. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.